Führer, darf ich Ihnen zum Geburtstag gratulieren?
Wenn sich ohne Befehl entfernt hat, ist das Fahnenflucht. Verrat!
Mein Führer, wir haben noch keine Meldung. Ich spreche gerade mit Koller.
Koller, geben Sie mir Koller. Koller.
My dad was a toolmaker.
Sie wissen, dass Berlin unter Artilleriefeuer liegt.
I call again for an immediate ceasefire in Gaza. The return of the sausages.
Hören Sie den Beschuss nicht?
My dad, he was a toolmaker.
Die Russen sollen eine Eisenbahnbrücke über die Oder haben.
I'm determined to put money back in the pockets of working people. And that's why a Labour government would freeze council tax this year. No ifs, no buts. With a Labour government, you could rip up that council tax bill because you would not pay a penny more than you paid last year.
Das sind ja nur 12 Kilometer bis zum Stadtkern. Ist der Russe schon so nah?
We need to be clear about council tax. Labour would freeze council tax next year. Using that windfall tax that hasn't been collected. Yes, you heard it right. Not a penny more on your council tax. Not a penny more than the bill you paid last year. And that is a tax cut for the 99% of working people.
Haben Sie noch Zweifel an einem Befehl? Ich glaube!
We've been very clear throughout that all of our plans are fully costed and fully funded. And that means no tax rises for working people. And I'll spell that out. No income tax, no national insurance, no VAT.
Ich habe mich klar genug ausgedrückt! Aber alle diese Verräter werden bezahlen.
I know firsthand what it feels like to sit around the kitchen table and say, look, we just can't actually pay all this. And I know that millions of people are in that state of mind at the moment. They're worried sick. That's why I thought it was very important for us to have a very clear, simple policy. We'll freeze your bills. We won't allow that to happen. And we'll get oil and gas companies from their excess profits to pay for that freezing of the bills. It's simple, it's straightforward, it's a political choice. I think it's right that we do something about it.
Wenn sich ohne Befehl entfernt hat, ist das Fahnenflucht. Verrat!
I was elected in, our government was elected in, with a clear mandate for change. We will only bring about that change if we stabilise our economy. We've looked at the books, there's £22 billion missing from the books, and we've got to deal with that. I'm not going to ignore it. Got to take tough decisions. Targeting the winter fuel payments is a tough decision.
Die gesamte Generalität ist nicht weiter als ein Haufen niederträchtiger, treuloser Feiglinge!
We inherited a £22 billion black hole. That's money that was off the books that the last government hid from the public. That's got to be dealt with in year. We've taken a decision to deal with it because that will stabilise the economy. That means we can commit and do commit, and through you I recommit to the triple lock, which means that for pensioners, state pensioners, there was £900 extra this year, 460 protected next year, and so on and so forth, which is why by stabilising the economy, we can ensure that pensioners are better off with a Labour government.
Aber alle diese Verräter werden bezahlen.
And that is why we want to ensure that as we go forward, more pensioners are eligible for winter fuel payments.
Hat die Korruption in unserem Staat möglich gemacht. Allein auf mich gestellt.
I'm absolutely committed to supporting our farmers. I said that before the election, and I say it after the election.
Statt Feiglinge, Verräter, Versager!
Well, I was there obviously to look at a new development, a very exciting development just outside Milton Keynes, which is going to be homes for very many people. And yes, there was a protest there, and to some extent that draws out quite an important discussion that we have to have as a country.
Von allem Anfang an bin ich so verraten und betrogen worden.
But in order to balance the books, we had to take tough but right decisions on national insurance contributions and ending the tax break for farmers.
Unberechenbarer Künstler, all die anderen, ja.
Trust in government is falling. Trust in politics and politicians is falling. Trust in the media is falling. 2/3 of the public think that the way politicians act undermines democracy. 6 out of 10 people think politicians are likely to lie to them. 6 out of 10. Sadly, that doesn't surprise me.
Es wurde ein ungeheurer Verrat geübt am deutschen Volke. Aber alle diese Verräter werden bezahlen.
Can now change the country for the better. And what do? You make promises you can't keep, and don't really intend to keep, and you don't do the change that's needed in the country. I feel very strongly, if you're not going to deliver, if you're not going to keep your promises, don't bullshit.
Man müsste die ganze Luftwaffenführung sofort aufhängen!
My dad was a toolmaker.
Das ist unerhört, unerhört. Der Russe steckt 12 Kilometer vom Stadtkern. Und ich erfahre das sozusagen auf Nachfrage.
Mein Führer, vielleicht handelt es sich ja wirklich um Fernfeuer. Sie erwähnten eine Eisenbahnbrücke über die Oder.
Ach, Unsinn!